Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's get right into it because Bitcoin has been getting a nice little bounce, some nice upside here, and everyone is getting very excited. Is this the bottom? Is this the low? Are we getting ready to go up to new all-time highs? The bull trend will continue, right? That's everyone's question at the moment, right? Is this it? Is this the low that's been put into the market? My best guess is that this is mostly options X movement. Of course, if you guys don't know, this week in the stock market, in the traditional market, it's the option expiration, and it's a quad witching option X, and things that are beaten down low are going to start to get big bounces and rallies up towards the upside, which, by the way, Bitcoin has been beaten down severely, falling from basically 29,000 all the way down to 24, right? Again, this is a 15% move down. It's only normal and natural that we're starting to see a bounce, and it's already starting to run into some resistance, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if tomorrow they take it to 27th or even as high as 27,500, as we do have some liquidity to be grabbed there. Okay, and again, we had a very nice bullish divergence here, but my primary scenario is that we are still going to head lower. And I know the bulls feel very validated now, the bears are getting scared. The bears are starting to fold and potentially even getting into longs right now, which, by the way, would be at resistance. So just be careful if you're trying to long at the moment. It is, quite a high risk trade if you're longing here. If you were longing at the lows here, it would have been a low risk trade because we were seeing significant buying at the lows. As you guys can probably tell, we got this move on a wave edge right before the move happened. So we got the short signal with whales unloading, and then that was your short opportunity, right, for scalping. And then you got your long signal with the whales accumulating at 25K, and then boom, there you go, you got a move towards the upside. Now if you look at the 4-hour time frame on wave edge, you are starting to see a good amount of red crosses here, so it's probably more favorable that this move may have already ended, and then we are going to start rolling over shortly, maybe next week. We're probably going to get a sideways weekend, and then most likely I think we are going to start rolling over in the traditional market and in Bitcoin next week, and then we'll make our lower low probably around 22 to 21K, or sorry, between 23 to 21K is my best guess. And again, let's just move over to market side for here, and I'll take a look at you guys. We'll go over the monthly time frame once again, which is looking extremely bearish at the moment, with a very big red dot here on the monthly time frame, and the 16 and the -5 on the dual band strength index. And on the weekly time frame, we are still looking bearish with an 11 and a -2. Again, this all depends on how the week closes. So if we get another drop and we go lower, it's possible that this could get pretty ugly here. But on the daily time frame, you are actually getting some nice little bullish numbers here, with a -5 and a 16, and then an 11 and a -4 right here. So looking nice, looking like we're getting a nice little rally here. However, we are still in that red money flow on the daily time frame. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, we actually exited the red money flow today, but we are starting to form a little bit of a topping movement here on the momentum waves with a red dot here on the 4-hour time frame. Sorry, market cipher A and market cipher B, and this is the 4-hour time frame. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to get rejected tomorrow, but we'll have to see because we get more economic data tomorrow. Okay, and again, you guys can obviously tell that this is options X movement because, again, the commercial money still remains short, but we'll have to see if they've made any changes tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow is when the commitment of traders report comes out, and I'll let you guys know what the big money, the smart money, is doing, because the last time I checked, I'll just pull it up here for you guys, they were extremely short, right? So let me just pull it up for you guys. So the last time I checked it, this commitment of traders report, the big money was short 2,639 contracts total, and they had added 412 contracts totaling to this amount right here from the previous report, which was the week before. All right, so this week on Friday, we're gonna get the COT report, commitment of traders report, and then I'll give you guys an update then on if if they added more longs, if they added more shorts. My best guess is that they're gonna hold their short positions and they're gonna wait for this to play out, right? And then the longs are most likely gonna add a huge amount of longs because they're getting very bullish at 25K. And again, commercial money is known for being right, majority of the time, but they are early to the party, right? Hence, maybe that's why we're getting a little bounce this week on Options X. But they're in it for they got their eyes on the prize, right? And the eyes on the prize is going to be lower, and that's what you need to think about too. Is that commercial money is looking to push this thing lower, right? And probably going to be associated with the traditional markets going down as well. But again, that's a whole other story. And again, I post my analysis on traditional markets on my Hedgeline Trading channel. You guys can go subscribe to that. It's a channel associated with Crypto Vicky. Anyways, moving on here, we could take a look at Wave Edge on the weekly time frame. Again, we got a nice little green cross here on the weekly. We are starting to see some upside, but my best guess is that we're going to make one more low before this cross plays out. And again, daily time frame, I'm not seeing any more significant buying here. All I'm seeing is on the shorter time frames, these red crosses. Maybe we could take a look at the 12-hour. And again, the 12-hour showing a little bit of a red cross as well here. So again, just be careful when you're making your trades. I'll just have to go over a couple of indices. Actually, there's only one red cross here on the Bitstamp chart. So that's why you always want to cycle through a couple of different exchanges. Make sure you're getting all the same signals. And again, so you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, I would say that these short signals are all valid. Looking at Bybit, looking at Binance, looking at Coinbase, and looking at Bitstamp, they got the same signals, okay? And then looking at the 1-hour time frame, this is where we got these little accumulation and unloading of positions from the whales when it's chopping sideways, and that's where you can make a lot of money as well if you are trading. Again, if you guys want to purchase this indicator, the link is in the description, okay? All right, let's move on here and let's take a look here at maybe the dollar very quickly. And as you guys can probably tell, it was a nice little update in the traditional markets. Almost everything was up today. And funny enough, the dollar was also up today. And if you guys have been watching the markets lately, you guys can probably tell that when the dollar is up, the markets are down, right? And even yields were up today and the market was also up, right? So everything was up regardless of the dollar going up. So again, this is why I know that institutions are manipulating the traditional markets, and that we are most likely going to face some pretty strong headwinds in the coming weeks. And I think we are going to go down into October, and then we're going to get a amazing buying opportunity once we get down to 21 to 22K. And I think we're going to be setting up for a wonderful end of the year rally, and potentially for Bitcoin, forming the final low for the Bitcoin, bigger cycle here. I think this is your wave 2 of a bigger cycle, and then you're going to start to really start get moving. And you really don't want to miss out on the wave 3s, because the wave 3s are known for being the biggest ones and the strongest ones, and they're the ones that you really don't want to miss. And then Bitcoin will go to new all-time highs once we get into April of 2024 as the halving happens, and then that's a whole new Bitcoin bull cycle, right? Okay, so I think you guys get the big picture here. Just remain short-term bearish on Bitcoin, but long-term very bullish. All right, so again, if you're just looking to accumulate, these levels are not that bad in my opinion. I think 26,000 is decent. Again, not financial advice. Please do your own research about Bitcoin. I'm by no means a financial advisor. I'm just sharing my opinions on the markets. Okay, all right, you guys have a wonderful day, and if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Peace.